channel. I'm pre-recording my Saturday Shelfie tour. I wanted to do my middle grade books, but that's not possible because my husband is sleeping in my bedroom upstairs and I can't videotape while he's sleeping. So I decided to do my office, this is where I do my Fobonichi and my crafting, and I watch my YouTube channels. And I just got a new bookshelf. So I got these things at Target, and I put them there on top of my desk. My desk goes in a Y shape. No, in an L shape. I'm sorry, in an L shape. So when I sit to the right, and my shelving is to the left. So this is on top of my desk on the other side, and I made a cubicle. The first one here is all my library books that I have out and books that I have to review are in here. But today's video is going to be all my books that I bought that were released in 2017. Yeah, so from January to May, I have accumulated 20 books. Yeah, I need to read them. I haven't read them yet, so they are on my TBR. These are books that I either pre-recorded or bought when I was in Barnes & Noble. I was like, oh, a new book. So I'm going to share with you those 2017 new releases. So here we go. Books that I haven't read yet that I want to read because I purchased them. So here we go. The first one is... This one is The 100 Lies of Lizzie Lovett by Chelsea de Sedati. And sorry if I butcher anybody's name. This is a YA contemporary, I think. Yeah. So that's this one. This one is a written in verse. I got The You I've Never Known by Ellen Hopkins. I'm pretty sure this one she wrote as a regular book. There is some written in verse in here, but some of it, I think she did like both in this book. So yeah, back and forth. It's supposed to be a quick read. She is YA, very mature books. So yeah, mature content for YA. So that's that one. The next book is a erotica book. I am in the middle of this series. It is kind of like Shades of Grey. So if you do not like Shades of Grey, I don't suggest reading it. I am up to book number 4. So book number 4 is this one. It's called Melt, and I'm really enjoying this series. Yeah. So I'm already up to book number 4. So I bought it when it was released. So that's that one. Okay, the next one is, I think, a YA as well. It's called The Lost Girls by Mary DeStefano, and I don't know anything about it. It says the only rules is there are no rules. So this is, I think, the only soft cover that I have. Everything else is hardcover. So yeah, so this is the only one. The next one is also a YA. I think that this one is a fairy tale retelling, but I'm not quite sure. It's Frostblood by Ellie Blake. It says the ruin of ice must end. I really like the cover, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure. I think it's about the ice. I don't know. So I think it is YA and fantasy. So yeah, so that's that one. Okay, the next one is Book of the Month Club. I bought this one, Girls in the Moon by Janet McNally, and I think that this is a, it says Harper Teen on the side, so I'm not sure if this is YA or not. But it's purple, and I wanted it, and it's purple cover, so I had to have it. Yeah, I like to go through the books not knowing anything, and yeah, it's more... I like to read without knowing any spoilers. So that's this one. Okay, the next book I thought was really cool. It's also Book of the Month that I bought. The Stranger in the Woods. And I think this is nonfiction. It's by Michael Finkel. It's about a true story about a guy who lives in the woods in his car or something. I thought it was pretty interesting. It is short also. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's nonfiction. When I do my update, my editing, I will note it if it is not. So that's that one. Okay, the next one is a psychological thriller, also a Book of the Month Club. And I got Behind Her Eyes, and this is a psychological thriller, I'm sure, and adult. So that's this one. The next one is a YA book, and this one is History is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. I have not read Adam Silvera yet, but I think he has a very good popular book called More Happy Than Not. So, yeah. So I figured I might like this one. I think it's contemporary, but I'm not sure. It's YA. The next one is, I bought this one because Book Explosion was reading it, and I never got around to reading it. I got The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. I don't know what, it's YA, I'm sure. And I really like the cover, and look at the side. It says No More Soul. Well, One More Soul. So, yeah. So, that's pretty cool. But I actually bought this for Book Explosion, never got to it. So... The next book is a controversial one. I pre-ordered this one. I loved her Divergent series. Not really, I didn't like the series. I liked the first book, Divergent. I thought she had very good potential in the first book. I loved the memory of like how they took their dreams and their fears and all that. I really loved that part of the book, but then the second two books weren't so good. But I wanted to give her a second chance, so I bought this one. It was pre-ordered. I got Carve the Mark. I know there's a lot of controversy about this book. They're saying that the author is racist, and I haven't opened the book up. I just bought it because I like Divergent so much and I wanted to give her a second try. So, yeah. So, I own the book, but I haven't opened it yet. So, yeah. So, that's that. Okay, the next book is a YA, and this is Caravel, and I think that this is about the circus, and this is by Stephanie Garber. So, that's pretty neat. So... Anyway, I'm going to put these back, and below there is also another shelf that has my 2017 releases. So I'm going to put these back on the shelf really quickly. And I'm going to double stack them because I don't have enough room. So I'm going to double stack once I get these in here. Okay. So, on the bottom, I have more new releases for 2017. So, the first one, I was in the used bookstore, and I didn't even know, I have anything, I don't know anything about this book at all. But I picked it up, and in the front, it says 2017 in release. So, I got The Little Heaven by Nick Cutter. And the very top, this is what brought me to buy the book. It says, gripping and terrifying, an intense experience and one not to be missed. And that was quoted by Robert McCammon. And I thought that was really cool. It looks like a fire and something. I have no idea what the book's about. That's the only thing that grabbed me, and it was a 2017 new release. And I have no idea until I open up the book to read it. So we'll see. Okay, so the next two are Book of the Month Club. And I just got this one recently in the month of May. I already hauled it in a haul. And this is Since We Fell. And this is by Dennis Lee Han. And I think that this is a psychological thriller adult. So, yeah. Really like the color. I love the colors. So, yeah. So, that's that. And this one is also an adult book. Book of the Month Club. It's called The Leavers by Lisa Ko. Yeah. Going to go into it blindly. So... the next book is an author by, I read her first book that she released, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 5 stars last year. So, she released a new book, and I had to buy it. It is called The Mother's Promise by Sally Hepworth. So, the book that I read was The Things We Keep, and that one was 5 stars, and it's on my favorite shelf. So, I want to read everything that she writes. So, this is why I bought this book. So, yeah. The next one is a Holocaust book. It is adult, and I got The Orphan's Tale by Pam Jenoff, and I like to read historical fiction, World War II books, so that's why I purchased this one. The next one is also a World War II book, and this is a fiction, this is a non-fiction book, but it's an adult book. It's called We Were the Lucky Ones by Georgia Hunter. And this one, again, is World War II. So, got that one. And the next one is a pre-order. This one is book 3 of a series. I read book 1 and book 2, so I need to read this one. This finishes the series. Now, I loved book 1. It was very YA for me. But book 2 got a little mature for me, and I didn't like it as much. So I'm hoping that I like this one too. So I got this one, yes. Always and Forever by Laura Jean. Of course, my kids will probably read the whole series eventually. And yeah, so I had to buy this one. It was when it was released. So that's that one. And the last book is a author that I read before. I actually read the Sister Traveling Pants last summer in a book club marathon type thing. And I liked it. I liked the series. It was okay. It went down to like a 3 for me. But she just released a new book. So I got this one. The Whole Thing Together by Ann Brashers. And this is a signed copy that I got at Target. So that's it for today. Those are all my 2017 new releases that I just purchased from January to May. I haven't done my haul, so this is kind of like my haul. So those are the ones that I hope to read, hopefully pick some up during the summer to read once school is ended. I forgot to mention I have one more book that I bought in 2017, and this one was on my favorite shelf because I read book 1 just recently last month, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 3 or 4 stars, I don't know. But I am currently reading the second book, so the third book I bought, and this one is the one that I bought. So yeah, this one I went to Barnes & Noble to get it. They did not have it. Yeah, I had a search online. They were out of stock in Barnes & Noble, and so I wound up ordering it from Amazon, and it came in the mail. So now I can binge read them. So yeah, so I'm reading book 2 now. Yeah. I'm hoping it gets better because the first one I gave 3 stars. So they say it does, but I know it's getting mature content. So we'll see. So I'm going to put this on my 2017 shelf now because I didn't read it yet. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.